how do you restart the match without losing the crowd? I would say that if you have a capable heel who knows what he's doing, my first impulse would be, if I was in that situation, was to try to get at that guy a few times and make them pull me back. If I'm a heel. If I'm a babyface, I'd show aggressive concern. Like, I'm still ready to fight, but is he okay, Doc? Is he, like, can he fight? You know, is he okay? You know, maybe looking a little bit like, okay, I'm a babyface. I'm a good guy. I want to beat him up, but I don't want to see him hurt. Right. You convey that to your audience, you know, with your looking around and, you know, and when they get him up, if he can go on, if he's a heel, then you even, like, you know, you lead the clap, like, yeah, okay, he's okay, we can continue the match, and then let him be a heel. Which at that point, you know, if he's a good heel, he's still selling like he's hurt. And then as soon as you come over to wrestle with him or something, bam, he clips you and, you know, does some heel type shit. If you're a babyface, I would say, and, you know, it's shades of gray, but in that situation, if it happened, I would tell him, I would, you know, if he was less experienced or whatever, I would say, like, have him fake, and then as soon as I come over to check on him, jump on me. If I'm a babyface and the heel, I think that I would have him attack me. Okay. No matter where we were at in the match, at that point, I'd have him play on his injury and then attack me, because that's definitely going to get the crowd back into it. Oh, you piece of shit. We thought you were really hurt. You know, you weren't really hurt. You were faking all along. You know.
Yeah, taking a rest.
Yeah, that's one way to get some heat. You know, I was on a live event many years ago, and man, this memory of mine, man. Cannabis and concussions, bro. It was Finlay, and I can't remember who he was working, but somebody took a nasty bump, and they stopped the match for a minute, and they were checking on the babyface that Finlay was working against. I don't remember who it was, but they did that. They had to stop. It was a nasty bump that they stopped, and they're checking on him, and Finlay he's still working the crowd as a heel. You know, he's still kind of pacing and, you know, like, no. Where I'd learned that shit from, and kind of like let me at him, and like, nah, Finlay, back up. And he's like, you know, like, I don't care that he's hurt. He's showing everybody, I want to get right back on his ass. You know, let me at him, you know. And Finlay conveyed to the wrestler, the babyface, as soon as you're up and you got a moment, you know, when they let you out, I think he told the ref to tell him. The ref went over and said, hey, when you get up and they ring the bell, dive on Finlay and just start beating his ass. And, you know, the crowd, they're booing Finlay now because he's, you know, giving them shit to boo as he's pacing. And so he's keeping the crowd entertained, and he's interacting with them to keep them engaged. And then as soon as, God, I can't remember who it was, but as soon as they were up on their feet and they got the okay to go on, you know, he just kind of did it for a second. Finlay would turn for a second, was doing his, and they ring the bell, ding, ding, and he ran and jumped off Finlay and started pummeling him, and the crowd came right up.
All right.
They were right in it. And he's laying it into Finlay. And Finlay's taking shots, and he's, you know, selling, and he leans forward and grabs the dude by the trunks. And he falls backwards and grabs the guy, and the guy, I don't know if he told him to do it or not, or I don't know if it was just one of those moments where you know wrestling, and the guy just took a face forward tumble bump right into the corner turnbuckle.
Ooh.
Boom, sold the fuck out of it. Finlay got back up. The crowd was right back into it. As soon as that dude jumped on Finlay and he was kicking his ass, like, you had that coming. You had that coming. Our guy who we like, he's not hurt. He's kicking your ass. And Finlay, what he did wasn't really against the rules. He didn't really cheat. It was just a shitty thing to do. But he did that. And then the guy took a great bump and was selling his head, and immediately all that, oh, woo, and they were right back into the thick of things, just like that. It really is just that simple. Psychology trumps all.